What's up, guys? Welcome back to Barely Built Right. Today I am at my dad's shop. You can see the Honda Pioneer behind me. Also have the Tracker and the big Wicked, the Swamp Buggy is back behind me as well. If you haven't yet seen the videos on how I helped build that 600 horsepower monster, be sure to take a look at those. But today we are working on the Tracker. Slowly picking away at the list of things that I'm wanting to get done on this. Today we are working on the light bar. So here, you can see behind me, I've just mocked up the 42-inch curved light bar and putting it across the top of the windshield. Let's go ahead and finish up that install. You can see I've got the bolts sitting here where the bracket for the light bar is going to go. It's 2 holes on each side. This piece of pillar is 2 layers, one out here and one on the inside, so I went through both of them. And if you'll look in here, see this little hole? And you can barely see the bolt sticking through in there. So I'll have my wrench through this hole holding the nut on as I come through the top. Let's go ahead and mount that up. I'm not using brackets here. I'm going to go straight through the frame. I know that some people frown on that, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to make sure everything is sealed up nice and make sure everything's tucked away as far as wiring goes. I've got it hanging on there with just a clamp right now. Nothing set in stone, so let's keep going on this. Alright guys, important step here. I have the light sitting up there. I've got the bolts through the holes and fed down into the interior. This part is where I'm going to seal up these holes. So I put down a little tape and I'm going to run some silicone along the edges of this bracket, get it up in this little gasket that came with the light, and then I'm going to tighten everything down on top of that silicone and give it another once over after that. Hopefully that will prevent water from getting in there. If you get water, it'll run down your A-pillar. It can rust out this windshield frame, make it more dangerous than an accident. So we want to keep the moisture out of there. We'll get that sealed up now. One little difference I have done since we last spoke is I took out the faded factory headlights and replaced them with these universal 5x7 black LED headlights and clear but light up amber turn signals. The void looks a little bit nasty right now. I do plan on replacing this entire grille with a custom made sheet metal one. It will hide a lot of that nastiness you see back behind there, but they are a huge improvement over the factory headlights. Also down below here, I cut the bottom half of the bumper off. Got a little bit more ground clearance out of that, so it just barely fits over the crash bumper now. And I took off some of the bumper mounts down there. You can see, increases that ground clearance there. Also, while I was here, I painted this piece for the soft top that goes above the driver and passenger seat. It was just starting to get all faded and show its age, so I just hit it with some satin black and freshened that up. Alright guys, we are wrapping up the day here at the shop. I got the light bar put on, not as far as I wanted to get today, but I am glad to have that on there. I've been looking forward to it for a little while. I got everything all sealed up, got all the trim panels back on. I still have to run the wiring and the switches for the light bar, I could do it tonight, but I am hot as and ready to go home. So, as you see, all mounted and installed. You guys saw the other day back at home, I was starting to put in the new double din radio to replace the crummy single din aftermarket radio that was in here when I bought it. Well, here we go. I've got the new double din in. What do you guys think? I'm just kidding, that's just my cool cover. Back here is the new double din. Amazing deal for just, I think it was 40 bucks, $49.99 maybe on Amazon. Does all the good stuff. Bluetooth, plays any media file you want it to. It's got a backup camera that comes with it. All sorts of goodies. The other thing I have done is put in this aftermarket mirror, which has a nice blue tint. It's larger than the old one. I've got a wider field of view, and it has a 1080p dash cam built into it. So that's pretty cool. Also came with the backup camera, which I am not going to use since I already have one. But should be able to get some good dash cam footage with that. Got the new stereo, got new speakers in all four corners. Ready to bump and ready to beach cruise. Thank you for checking out this episode of Barely Built Right. Hope you're enjoying what I'm doing with the tracker so far. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. Come back often to see what other updates I'm doing with this. And be sure to leave a comment below if you have a good name idea for this thing. Still trying to decide what we are going to call it. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.